We have decided not to talk a lot about SEO, but as we start our conversation on video, one thing that you may or may not be aware of is that YouTube videos rank in organic search. That means that some of their videos appear on the first within the first 10 search results on a Google page, and you'll see that here when you type in low carb dieting. You'll see that there's a video about midway down on low carb, high protein diets. And what this means is that if your video is deemed to be the most relevant and the most informative for Google's viewers, they will show it in organic search. So what does this mean for you in terms of driving traffic? What does this mean in terms of you doing your YouTube videos? Now, considering that you have already done your conversation research, your market research, your keyword research, one of the things that you're going to want to do is you are going to want to find out what kind of conversations are happening or what is being searched currently in Google. And one of the ways that you're going to do that is to use Google Suggest. Now, you are going to start typing in the first few words of your keyword, right? And you want to see what is coming up. Now, you want to see what happens when you start typing in some of these words. And for instance, dieting or detox, low carb detox diet. Okay, as you start to do that, you want to find out if there are videos available. Now, just because there are no videos available on the first page doesn't necessarily mean that you can't get yours there. It might mean that you can. These are recent hot searches. And if you can put together something informative, there's a chance that you might be able to get your video onto the first page of organic search where people are actually doing a real search for information. But even if you cannot get your video on the first page, you do realize that this is an indication of a real search that's happening in real time. It's not necessarily going to show up in any of the keyword tools or research tools that Google gives you. Therefore, you may create a video with the title and with this term as your subject. And you want to make sure that your video is about that. You want to make sure that your video is titled that and that you have tags and keywords that are centered around this particular topic. You'll start with your research, and then you'll start typing in your research keyword to get Google Suggest keywords that will give you more information and recent topics to create videos on. Now, you're going to do the very same thing inside of YouTube, and we are going to talk about them in detail when we get into the next video of YouTube SEO. But you do need to know that you can rank some videos for organic search, and you want to take a look at the Google Suggest keywords because those present themselves as opportunities. You may be able to get your video ranked for a term that's on the front page for a recently searched term when your video is relevant and it has all the other factors. And we're going to be talking about the YouTube SEO factors in the next video, the things you want to have in every video. But you want to think in terms of not only YouTube organic search, but you also want to think of Google and organic search so that you'll know what people are searching for in the actual search engines before you start looking to create videos with certain subjects. Okay, so this is one great way of being able to get traffic back to your site by creating relevant videos for organic search. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video on YouTube SEO.